while Europeans spend a lot of money, it didn't improve the lives of the Roma. So there were very high administration costs, all kinds of employment was a result of this money that came into Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and some of the other countries. There are individual places in which some of the projects have actually, pilot projects have achieved quite amazing results, but they are so isolated and so unique in each case that it doesn't affect the, 800,000 people Roma who live in Hungary, because there is very little that permeates into their lives. The effect of these kind of pronouncements from EU, how much help is being offered, harms the Hungarian or Czech Roma in Canada, because that is then brought up by the refugee board as, look, things are improving. They must be improving. Look how much money we have is being spent on Roma in your country. But when the Roma look around them in their country, they don't see a lot of improvements. So you have areas in which you have 60 to 80% unemployment among Roma, where the national averages would be 5 to 10% unemployment. Their health is tremendously jeopardized because they live in substandard conditions. Their children continue to, especially in Czech Republic, continue to be segregated in schools for children with special needs, or for schools that become by default Roma schools, or they even end up going to regular schools, but often in classes that are within each school segregated for Roma and non-Roma. That is only in cases where there is a large populations to make these kind of classes or schools available to the Roma. Where there is very few Roma among the general population, the children are placed in regular schools, but they would be put in last rows of the class, and the teachers are quite reluctant to assist the Roma children in any major way. And in Czech Republic, while the Strasbourg court, the EU court, has made a decision that segregating children is illegal. So the Czech Republic's remedy was to rename special schools into practical schools, and everything else continues. It is sort of a treadmill where the parents have been given very little education and training to acquire good jobs, and the same thing is happening now to their children. So as long as that continues, and when it's coupled with a serious prejudice and persecution of the Roma on the streets, in courts, by police, by landlords, by employers, so not much is changed. There are some improvements, but they are minor.